stories. We are taking questions from this Q&A that we watched a few days ago. Her name is Estee. I'll link hers down below, but we are...
For Saturday. Estee.
Oh! Estee! Short for Saturday, I get it.
Bad joke.
Excuse me. I'm also answering our most frequently asked questions that people ask us. So first question is, why did you move to Portland? Do you want to answer?
Why? I don't know why we moved here.
So I always just have been infatuated with Portland. Don't ask me why. Actually, I know why. Because it's a weirdo place and I feel like I connect on a spiritual level with the weirdos and the homeless people. So my mom often tells me that I dress and look like I'm homeless. Actually, not so much anymore. These days, I'm always looking classy. That's also a lie. I look classy a lot of times, but I also have blue hair, which she seems to often have a problem with, so we're getting off topic. I always thought Portland seemed cool. I love that it's weird, different, hipster. I don't want to be hipster. I will be forever. And also, we found out that it's a great place for nurses.
And it's just beautiful out here. A lot of outdoor things to do.
Yeah, it's beautiful
really
out
nice.
here. So, after we were both done with school, this is the only place we even look for jobs. I still don't have a job. I'm still being a bum. I'm still homeless. In our relationship, who is the dreamer and who is the practical one?
She's the dreamer, and I'm practical.
My answer was that I think both of us are kind of dreamer-esque.
Just in different aspects.
In different ways. If I had to choose one over the other, I'm the dreamer, and you're the one who's
I just live day by day, to be honest.
Easygoing and kind of. We're both also very adventurous, I would say. We both have adventurous spirit. If we both came with a warning label, what would it say? I thought this was such a clever question. I didn't think of one for me, but I thought of one for him. No, I just thought of one for me, for us too.
No
Maybe for our home. Warning, farts allowed. It stinks in here. But for him, I would say, warning, you're not allowed to not have fun. His life motto is, if you're not busy living, then you're not busy dying.
What?
No. If you're too busy living, then you're... No!
Either get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah. He's like, if you're not having fun, what's the point? What's the porpoise?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
one.
that's his. Like,
Oh my goodness.
if you're a downy brownie or whatever, Joseph will...
I'll just write you off.
He'll write you
You're
off.
dead to me.
You're dead to him. Okay,
Huh?
what's yours?
Beware. Gaseous.
Yours was about farts too.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing is right stinky.
I'd say something about smelly environment ahead. Holly farts a lot.
This is one that everyone loves to ask me or Joseph. How do you feel about Holly and how much she changes her hair? And also, how do you feel about Holly and all of the makeup stuff?
Okay.
True answers. Don't.
Oh, no, this is true.
Okay.
So about her hair, honestly, I could care less. Doesn't bother me at all.
This is so nice.
She makes it look good.
I do really appreciate that he doesn't care how I dress, how I do my hair. He doesn't care how I do my makeup in the sense that I can
don't like
do
a
it
lot of it.
how I want, and he's not going to be ashamed. But yeah,
I don't like a lot of makeup.
he's poor Joseph. He's into the natural girls. Not a lot of makeup, natural hair, natural outfits, natural nails. That's kind of where I was when we met, but that's not where I am anymore.
I feel like I've been duped.
Duped? How long have we been together? March is our 4-year anniversary. We almost instantly started dating after we met. We were dated for a year and we were engaged for 6 months. And then we got married
So 5.5
March.
years then, in March.
Can you tell us about a difficult moment that you had as a couple? So let's be real here. There are plenty of difficult moments that we've had to go through.
Right after we were married, I had just recently quit my job.
We were going through a low.
And I was with my brother-in-law, and we were just jacking around all day before going to school.
Working in pest control sales. It was really difficult for me because I was working at a job. It was a monotonous job that I went to every day. It was kind of like I didn't like my job, and I was able to suck it up and go to work every day so that we could survive because we were both about to be students. And here's Joseph, quit his real job early because he didn't like it, to do sales, which he never actually did. Yet I would be the only one who was cooking, cleaning, doing the laundry, making food, going to the grocery. Like, I was the one doing everything.
It was
Joseph wasn't working or doing anything, and it was so frustrating. And that's one of the biggest, in general, issues that we have. Is that scenario. There are just times in our lives where each individual is like, yeah, you go through funk, but he doesn't care if he does or not either, where it's like, I obsess, like, oh, I'm going through a funk, I have to do everything I can to get out of this funk, and he's just like, going through a funk, whatever, man. One of the biggest things, like, as a blanket statement, is to realize that you are going to constantly have difficult moments, and it's okay and it's normal. And I think for me, a lot of times I focus on like, oh my gosh, we're having issues. Does that mean that we're not meant to be together? And no, every couple goes through difficult moments. So I think realizing that you'll go through a lull and eventually you'll get back up and it's going to be okay is like a blanket statement to how to get through difficult moments.
What is your pet peeve about each other? My biggest pet peeve, I have 2 pet peeves.
I want to guess them.
Go ahead.
I leave dishes everywhere.
No.
Oh, great. I can never remember to flush the toilet.
I have 4 pet peeves. Because I forgot about those 2. Holly cleans things that are already clean.
I would not consider myself a clean person, by the way. And the
I,
fact that he's saying that
gosh.
is like, when John met Joseph, he was living in a pigsty.
It's true.
I had my love goggles on
But it
and
was my pigsty.
I couldn't see it.
The second pet peeve, she watches these makeup tutorials, and I can't stand them. I can't stand them. They drive me nuts.
Literally
the personalities.
cannot be in the same room as me and I'm watching a makeup tutorial.
I just hear the voice of one of these ladies, and it just, all of a sudden, I get angry. It just, all of a sudden, I'm just like angry.
But he was
like,
the biggest supporter that I had to start a YouTube channel.
That is
which
true.
you would have thought
Right?
wouldn't have been that way, but he was the one who was pushing me to create a beauty-related channel, even though he can't stand watching them.
I can't stand it.
He's the one who always pushes me to do stuff.
Sacrifices.
My biggest pet peeve about him, constantly has to have the TV on, and it's so annoying. Like, I wish we didn't even have a TV. I would be so okay with that, and it constantly has to be on.
It's off right now. What do we argue about? Holly will reorganize stuff, and months will go by. And all of a sudden I need something. And I remember, oh, that is there underneath that thing. And then I go there and that entire pile of papers is gone. And then I can't find stuff I need when I need it. And it's very aggravating. And so I get very frustrated very quickly.
Okay, let me defend myself. There will be stuff out, and I will give him 3 warnings always before I touch anything. I'll say, you need to clean.
After incidences have taken place where things have gotten thrown away because you thought.
I made a mistake! But I'll say, this needs to be cleaned or organized by Thursday. And then when it doesn't get done, I'll say, okay, I'm literally going to clean it this afternoon. The afternoon comes, it's still there, I'll clean it. He won't say anything when he gets home because he doesn't notice that it's clean or not. And then months will go by, and then when I don't know where it is, I'm the devil, and I'm like, well, you should have cleaned it when I asked you the first, second, or 3rd time. That's the argument that you pick with me. The argument that I pick with him is that
I'm too beautiful.
He is a lot more lazy than I am. Obviously, this is all relative, but within our relationship, I have the personality that constantly needs to be doing something, and he has the type of personality where he can relax and he can let go and he can just whatever.
I'll do something when I want to do it.
It drives me nuts that he can sit on the couch for hours and not do anything. But I feel like our personalities, neither of us are arguers. I pick fights, but I do not like to argue. Like, I like to bring it up and I would love to discuss it. Joseph doesn't like to discuss it, so then it turns into an argument. But I'm the one who almost always picks the fight, but I hate fighting. And I'm always the one who apologizes first. Always, always,
It's
always.
True. How many kids do y'all want?
I'm gonna answer first.
Yeah, answer first. Answer. Do it. Do
Hi.
it. Then don't do it. Then don't do it. Then do it.
Hi, I'm Joseph, and I want 5 boys because I want a basketball team. I want 5 boys.
Is that what you were gonna say?
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
That was your answer?
That's my answer.
Yeah.
I want 5 boys. I grew up in a family of 5 boys, and it was awesome. We learned everything we needed to learn.
I grew up in a family of 5 girls,
And they talk way
And
too much.
1 boy. And we are way too close with each other, and we talk way too much, and
See, the thing
you
is,
guys want to hang out way too often. And I don't really care if we have boys or girls, but I want 4. And I could do 5, or I probably could do 3. 4 just seems like the perfect number. Also, everyone always wants to know when we're having kids, and we are thinking we probably won't have kids for a few more years. We're both on the same page, thank goodness, about when we want to have kids. And
it'll whenever it happens. it
Neither
happens.
of us
Doesn't
are
matter.
baby hungry. What is the most rebellious thing that you've done together?
Got married.
Boom! I can't think of anything though. I don't feel
Because we
like
haven't
we've
done
really
anything.
done anything
We haven't done
rebellious.
anything rebellious.
I am not rebellious spirited. I am like the cookie cutter, perfect student. One time I got called to go to the principal's office and I was getting an award. But I had no idea why I was going to the principal's office, and I started crying. I was so scared and so nervous, and they go in there and they're like, "You're getting an award because you're an outstanding student." And I was like, oh, cool.
Yep.
But I am very, so a lot of times I'll break rules, but I'm not trying to break rules, I'm just trying to have a good time. Still don't feel like you're super.
I just do what I want to do.
He just does what he wants to do. But, okay, let's try and think of the most rebellious thing that we've done as a couple. Sometimes Joseph doesn't put his seatbelt on, but then after I yell at him 4 times, he'll put it on.
That's about it. The most rebellious
In
thing we've
July.
done is not have kids.
That's true. Have we ever gone skinny dipping together?
Nope.
I've gone skinny dipping plenty of times without him. With my girlfriends, I've never gone skinny dipping where there's been males present, but I have gone at least 10 times. If you haven't been skinny dipping, oh my gosh, it's liberating. It's amazing.
It's like taking a bath.
Not even close. Not even close. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned a little more about us. Hello, everybody. Smile really big. Okay, bye.
Who's your favorite magician? Or who do you like to do on the 3rd Saturday of every month?
What?
Hashtag my wife. And you get paid for it. This is what our meals are like. We're eating dinner and she just farts.
I can get really moody. Actually, Joseph's way more moody than I am. But no, don't even try and defend. You are like, no.
It's either hot or cold.
The rainies. Ironically, we're in Oregon. It's snowing. So we should be called the Snowings.
Bad joke. We are in an epic chess battle. First one to 1,000 wins. Hashtagged it.
Oh, obviously.
Life. Humor. My life.
I mostly just want a babysitter.
No,
That's what I want.
Yeah, a boy can be a babysitter. My brother's babysat me.
Yeah, and y'all are all freaking screwed up.
No, we're not. We are great.
And women can be thirsty.
Bad joke.
Excuse me.